part here about alcohol is all about how we can classify alcohols, how these alcohols are classified, and how many classifications of alcohol are there. First of all, how are they classified, and how many classifications are there? Now, alcohols are classified into three main groups, and these three main groups depends on the position of the OH group. Depends on the position of the functional group. And in that way, we are having three classifications of alcohol. We are having primary alcohols, we are having secondary alcohols, we are having tertiary alcohols. Now, these primary alcohols, that is the first degree. In primary alcohols, the carbon atom carrying the OH group. The carbon atom that carries the OH group, that is the carbon atom that carries the functional group, is attached to only one other carbon atom. Is attached to only one other carbon atom. Only one. Not more than one carbon atom. So, in short, the primary, if this is the functional group, this is the carbon atom that carries OH group. If it is attached to only one carbon, that is primary alcohol. But once it is attached to the two carbons, that is secondary alcohol. But once it's attached to other three carbon atoms, that is called tertiary alcohol. Now, primary alcohol is formed if only the carbon atom carrying the OH group is attached to the only one other carbon atom. You can see here, this is propano. This is propano, means when you look at this carbon atom that carries OH group, the one that carries OH group, that is a functional group, is only attached. This is the carbon that is carrying OH group, is only attached to a single carbon atom, the single other carbon atom. This is what we call it primary alcohol. And in secondary alcohol, the carbon atom carrying the OH group is attached to two other carbon atoms. Only to two other carbon atoms. You may see, if this is an alcohol, this is called a secondary, because when you look at the carbon that is carrying OH group, is attached to other two carbon atoms. One is here and the second is here. This is called secondary alcohol. That is the second degree. And you may see here also, this is the carbon atom that is carrying OH group, and it is attached to the other two carbon atoms. Other two carbon atoms, that is called also the secondary group. And naming of this one is far different from this one. Now this we say now, this is the propan-2-ol, means to show that the position of the alcohol is in the second carbon. Now we say it is the propan. Then to show the position of the alcohol, we write 2, then we finish up with the or L as the suffix word. Now this is the propan-2-ol. But when you look at this one, naming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, this at the third carbon there is OH group. Therefore now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the pentan. Pentan 3-ol. This is the this number 3 here shows the position of the OH group. Also here, this number 2 shows the position of the OH group. So in short, when the carbon atom that is carrying OH group is attached to other two carbons, that is called the secondary degree. And the last classification of the last group is called the tertiary alcohol, that is the third degree. In tertiary alcohol, the carbon atom carrying the OH group is attached to 3 other carbon atoms. You may see, this is the carbon atom that is carrying OH group. It is attached to first carbon, the second carbon, and the third carbon. Now this means that this carbon atom that is carrying OH group is attached to other 3 carbon atoms. The same applies to this one. 1, 2, here we are having this is carbon, Therefore, this carbon that is carrying OH group is attached to other 3 carbon atoms, and this is the 3rd degree alcohol. That is the tertiary alcohol. And also this is what we call it tertiary alcohol. So to differentiate the classification of alcohols, we say alcohols are classified into 3 main groups depending on the position of the OH group in the main carbon chain. This is why we are having primary alcohol, in which the carbon atom that is carrying OH group is attached to only 1 carbon atom. And we are having the secondary alcohol, is the, in this one, the carbon atom that is carrying OH group is attached to other 2 carbon atoms. And the in tertiary alcohol, the carbon atom that is carrying OH group is attached to other 3 carbon atoms. And that is how we can differentiate the classification of alcohols, that we are having 3 of them. We are having 1 degree, and the 2nd degree, and the 3rd degree. And this is how now they are called classifications of alcohols. That's how now we can learn about classification of alcohols and how we can classify them according to the principle and according to the reason, because there is nothing that we can do without giving out the good reason on how we can classify them.